Whoa, fam, we are back. And as y'all know, I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. So I got one plot that I think the Dallas Mavericks tried to play on us on that last play-in game. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be saying a lot of stuff that you were thinking or you should have been thinking. First off, we got to get on this last game with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis comes out, has a great performance, puts up a lot of points, but here's the plot. Why wasn't Brandon Williams in the game? With Brandon Williams being an unsung hero in the Dallas Mavericks roller coaster ride of downfall, he was the only spark of light that gave us hope for us to be able to have a chance in the play-in to get to the playoffs. Now, I know a lot of fans are in a better place now that the season is over, but do you think the Dallas Mavericks did this on purpose? The Dallas Mavericks put AD in a position for him to go off for 40 points, not allowing Brandon Williams to outshine Anthony Davis in that last play-in game. Because when Brandon Williams was in the game, he was able to maximize the gravity and the output that Anthony Davis can pull on the basketball court. So knowing this, the Dallas Mavericks purposely kept him on the sideline in order to have a narrative that Anthony Davis is a guy capable of putting the Dallas Mavericks on his back and carrying them with this 40-point output. That's the plot. Now we also got to talk about the press conferences. Nico, I'm not gonna say whose idea because we already know, but how did you allow yourself to be put in a position to where you are the fall guy and you were told what to do? I've been talking about this for months going on back. By Nico knocking down the domino on Luka Doncic, getting him traded to the Lakers, caused his own domino to fall. Because what happens when Jason Kidd is untouchable and Patrick Dumont is untouchable? The person who made the decision is no longer untouchable. So what I'm saying is, Nico, you put yourself in a position to get clipped. Now, for all of those who follow the channel, y'all saw the short that I put out where Nick Young said, what are the Dallas Mavericks gonna do? Are they gonna get rid of Nico? Is he still there? Did Nick Young know something we didn't know? He said, you can't change what the fans think. And obviously the organization didn't care about what we had to say or what we thought. They would have knew if they had ears to the ground that trading Luka Doncic was a devastating move that can cut your franchise base out from underneath you. And now we have Nico still doing press conference after press conference. Patrick Dumont is making bold statements about comparing Luka Doncic to Shaq and their work ethic, knowing or not knowing that Shaq stated he was the type of person to play himself into shape. So for him to use that, the new owner, and you're bringing in people from the Golden State Warriors, comparing Luka Doncic's trade to the Monte Ellis trade, it makes no sense. The Dallas Mavericks have completely lost it. And then we got to talk about the training staff. Where is the paperwork? They say you got to keep your paperwork in order. How they getting these jobs? Man, it's people who really need jobs who got the paperwork and they not getting hired, and they hiring people without paperwork. Have we fallen that far? I got to ask you, are you still a Dallas Maverick fan? Or are you transitioning to Luka fan or other team?